Hey y'all, it's Leah. I want to show you one of our upcoming swaps and how to do it. So this is going to be a little notepad that actually has a pocket on the back because you're going to attach it so it makes like a little tag. So if this was your journal page, you would put it over like this, and then you could use like a little paper clip or one of these little clips, whatever you have, or you could probably just leave it. If your book closed tight enough, it would probably be okay if it was moved towards the inside. So let's talk about how we do this. Okay, so this is really cool. This is a great way to use up your scraps. The dimensions don't really matter. It's just whatever size your pages that you want it to go over. So you could make it as long as you want, as wide as you want. It really doesn't matter. So mine, I just sort of cut stuff. So this one is like 7 1/4 by 3 1/2. And then you'll fold over just a little bit. So once you have your piece of paper, you can decide if you want to round corners and do that. I usually like rounded corners, so I'm going to do that real quick. So this one, and I want my little flap because that's what the top is going to fold down to be. So and this, again, you're just kind of eyeballing it. If you want to be precise and measure, you can. I'd say about an inch, 1.5 inches. Just kind of look and see what it looks like. I'm going to cover up, my writing is going to be upside down, but I'm going to cover that up, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'm just going to do that. So yeah, I went down about an inch. So that's that. Okay. Then you are going to decide what you want your back pocket to be. So on this one, I just used a scrap of paper and then I put a piece of lace over it. And I cut my little thumb notch in there. This time I decided I really like this back and I don't want to cover it up a ton. I still want to be able to see through it. So I'm taking just a piece of wide lace, and then I would just glue that on 3 sides. I will tell you, if you want to sew this, so I did sew mine around, so just around the edges. If that's the case, then you would just really just put like a little dab of glue in the 4 corners, just so it kind of holds it in place when you're going through your machine. But it doesn't get it all gummy. But you don't have to sew it. That is totally up to you. So you could do that. So put that on first if you are going to sew it. If you're doing paper, you'll want to ink, and if you were going to ink your papers, go ahead and ink this piece before you glue it down or before you sew it down. And then you can also, like, either before you sew or after you sew, you can ink the rest of it as you want. Okay, so that's that. So I have one that I've already sewn, and you can kind of see how I did it. So I sewed on this side because this is the part that you're going to see on the back of the page when it's hanging over. So like, oops, get that in frame. So when it's like this is what you're going to see on the other side. So you'll see this on one page on the front, then you'll see this on the back of the page. So you want your sewing to be the right side up on this part as well as on your little flap. Okay, so the way that I do that is just put it straight, and then you're just going to do the rectangle, okay, first. Again, you don't have to sew, totally up to you. Okay. So once you have that ready to go, then you're going to start pulling some scrap papers. Again, great way to use up your scraps. They don't all have to be the same size. That's the really cool thing about notepads. They can be dyed paper, they can be music sheets. I've got like some kind of tissue paper, I have some pattern paper, I have some handmade paper. So you decide what you want to put in there. And I'm doing, I think this one, I have about 8 sheets. For that, it's totally up to you as far as how many the more you put, the bulkier it's going to be in your book. So you want to just kind of keep an eye on that. So I'm just sort of eyeballing what that's going to look like in here, because I need to tear the rest of these strips. And so I don't want them to be longer than, they totally can be longer, but I really don't want them to be longer than the back. So I'm just going to kind of tear that off, but they don't all have to be the same. I don't want it super matchy. So I'm going to tear them just in different spots. Okay, and the rest of them I had already done. Okay, so once you have that, this is where you're going to sew one more time. Or if you don't want to sew, you can staple. And what I would recommend doing is you need to staple it like this, so you're only stapling it or sewing it to the top part. So you're not going to go straight through here, because then you won't have your little flap the way that you want it. If you have a long reach crocodile, you can also you could put 2 holes, and you might even, depending on your hole punch, you could put 2 holes and then string some string or sari silk or something, some twine through there and hold it that way. So there's lots of different options on how you do it. I just chose to sew it just because it's easier for me. So again, when you sew it through, when you run it through your sewing machine, you're only sewing on this top, on the little flap. And so you're just gonna do that little strip. So you can kind of see it on this one, how it's just right there. Okay. So then once you have that ready to go, then you get to have the fun part and embellish. And so for this one, I just added a little bit of trim, a little rose that I had. Got that from Nuvia, from her House of Lace. That was in one of my orders. And then just did a little label. And then on the back, again, I added just a piece of lace across this. And then I made just a little tag. These are rub-ons from Dollar Tree. Actually, they had the gold rub-ons. They're super cute. And so just made that little tag to go in there. Gives you some journaling space on the back. And I like, when I do tags, I like to round the corners. It makes them slide into the pockets a little bit easier. So that is the whole thing. So for this swap, you're going to make one of these. You get to decide the size. And I would say anywhere from like 5 to 8 pieces of paper in it. And you can make it kind of a mix. You can do it all just, you know, like coffee dyed paper, or you know, notebook paper works too, whatever you have. Okay, and then add a little decoration, and then have a little tag in the back. If you want to put more than one thing in the back, that is totally fine as well. All right, so I hope you have fun with this one. This was a lot of fun to make, and now I have 2 more that I need to finish, so I'm excited about that. So all right, happy creating. Hope y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.